And we're back. Let's go talk up here with these guys.
It is a great honor to have been invited here.
I love how freaking Patrick's dad is the only one not bowing him head. Oh, damn.
This on top of what you did for us following the Northern War. I can't even begin to properly show my gratitude.
Raise your heads, both of you.
Like this blonde bastard here.
I've already pardoned you for what happened in the Civil War. Given how much you've contributed since then, there's no need to revisit the past. Wouldn't you agree, Marquis High Arms?
No.
Wholeheartedly. The Civil War was a product of the four great houses.
To which I am partially to blame.
Personally, I feel I'm the one who deserves to be locked away for a while.
Father.
No more of that talk from you either. Were you to be detained, half the Empire would cease functioning.
Well, that's not good.
Had Lord Ragnar been here in Heimdall, I would have loved for him to join us tonight.
As would I. Perhaps we should schedule a meeting with him soon.
No.
That aside, I hear both of you played a very active role during the events in Lemaire. You faced the Blazing Demon, Brigadier General, while the General here went toe-to-toe with the Steel Maiden. Haha, you heard correctly. But that monster is said to be a match for even the Radiant Blade Master. The best I could do was hold him off. I will say that battle was a very rare and valuable experience. Though I'd also be very interested in seeing your 100 form military combat techniques. That certainly takes me back, but I fear those days are behind me. If Van Dyke isn't yet old enough to retire from the front lines, then you certainly aren't either. Not to mention Victor, Mateus, and Zex. Perhaps it's a bit childish of me, but given all of Erebonia's famed swordsmen, I can't help but wonder which is the greatest among them. I hear Liberl has held swordsmanship tournaments before. Were our fighters to participate, it would undoubtedly be quite the spectacle. Oliver tells me foreigners are welcome to join. If the opportunity presents itself, I'd love to take part. My, I fear I may have awakened a sleeping tiger. I don't think I should interrupt this conversation. Oh, well, I'll look for another opportunity. But Principal Le Guin sure is something. She doesn't hold herself back at all, even when talking to him. What do I do now? Talk to people at the party. Hey, the conversation's done. Now I can go back up there.
Dang.
Static. Static derision. There are even more people now. I should wait it out a bit longer.
Oh. I wasn't prepared for this.
I forgot about this.
We gotta talk to everybody again.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna either. I'll do it for you though.
No, because I'm the
controller.
I'm the one who has to fucking read anyway.
I can read it.
Not very well.
I will be just fine.
Child.
You're a child.
I will bust out the belt.
No. Bust your face.
Make me look better. Phew, I think I finally met with everyone I needed to. Yeah, now it's just 3 different groups of people that are mingling with each other. I'm glad you can take a little rest now. It must be tough being the head of one of the 4 great houses. Why do you even need to do all that boring stuff? Just let loose. This is supposed to be a party. Milliams, you and me, let's hang out. It's not that simple. Why to just let loose here? It would create problems in the future. I will do everything I can to fulfill my duty as head of the Alborea family. Hey now, if your brows get any more furrowed, your head's gonna crack like an egg. Let me give you a face massage. I'll get you out and I'll get you nice and unfurrowed in no time. No, you won't. Why does this sort of thing always happen with you? Do you even realize the problems that would cause here? Besides, you're a young lady now, so... Gonna get you! Oh, you two. You guys sure are having fun. These two never change, do they? But, what's wrong? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but does it seem like Eustace and Milliam are always together these days? Do you think maybe... Quit hanging on me like that. Nope. Scratch that thought. Yeah. I'd say they're more like a brother and sister that get along really well. Coming from you, Reen, I'm not sure how to take that.
Yeah, me too, Elliot. Talk to more people.
Well, hello there, Marquis. It's been a while, eh? A little over a year, if I'm remembering right. Ah, yes, we last spoke when the province was having those flooding issues. The dam you oversaw construction of has been working excellently. It's already gone a long way towards improving the livelihoods of our local farmers. I'm glad to hear it. It's a good thing we were able to proceed with the project, free of my demon daughter's influence. My, Master Gwyn. Well, the chairman has been a great help to us, too, in her own way. And you must be Sharon. I hear your efforts were indispensable in helping us expand St. Ark's Airport. Celestin was truly grateful for the assistance. Oh, I was only working in Chairman Arena instead. Besides, Mr. Celestin's finesse is getting permission from the railways was just as important. Oh, that reminds me. Didn't you work with Celestin at the main campus last year? A super butler and a super maid working shoulder to shoulder, and maybe the two of them pressed more than that together. Well, he's 30 years old now and like a son to me. I'd be happy to discuss arrangements between the two. Oh, that's Reen's girl.
That's is it?
No, that's Gwyn's girl. Look at how he looks at her. That's Gwyn's girl. Oh my, no. It would be far too great an honor for me. Well, they're having fun. I'm surprised by how many people the Rhinefords know. I guess it makes sense, though, given how big their company is. Oh, I gotta talk to Marquis High Arms again? Come on. Ah, Reen, it's good to see you again. I hear you've been working more miracles in the other provinces, just as you did in Sutherland. It wasn't just me. I had help from a huge number of people. I saw you speaking with the Emperor and the Chancellor earlier. Ah, yes, I saw General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardias heading to present themselves, and I couldn't help but be nosy and go stand with them. I wouldn't call it nosiness. You have a genuine concern for others. That's what we need in times like these. By the way, is Celestin here with you? Ah, he's with my oldest son at the party City Hall is hosting. I hope he's been helpful to those of you at the branch campus. Helpful? If I started to list off everything he's done for us, we'd be here all night. Hey, look. Spiky-headed fools. Prince Cedric, it's been far too long. You're right, it has been a few years, hasn't it, Patrick? And you're Ash, right? I think this is the first time we've spoken one-on-one like this. Yeah, I guess so. We had our problems, but I can't say I don't like your style. Every time we run into you, you say some shit that really stirs things up. My word, have you forgotten this is the Crown Prince? Show him some respect.
No.
He's right, Ash. Well, if it isn't Reen again, don't worry about Ash. I'm glad for the chance to just be able to talk like this with someone my own age. Hear that? I got the okay, straight from the Imperial family. Even so, you still need to be more respectful. Like I said, don't worry, it's fine. Yeah, like he said, don't worry, it's fine. Anyway, I assume you're here to give me your reply about your upcoming dance with my sister? What did you just say? For real? It was last minute sort of thing. So the rumors were true after all. Well, no matter. If you're dancing with the princess, then I'll be able to dance with Elise.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
That ain't happening. Dance? With Elise? What exactly makes you think you can do that? Why do you always make that same terrifying smile? Because that's my Elise. Fucking... Reen, man, just the fucking loves the Elise. Sometimes. A little too much.
No.
You're right. But he was there for her birth. And for every birth, for every year.
Would you stop? Would you stop saying it that way?
So now we have Happy Birth. But also, when December 25th rolls around, we have Merry Christ. And of course, have a happy new.
And that's less ominous for some reason. Like, it's more like Have a happy year. And it's like, why wouldn't my year be happy? Da, 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 da.
So,
Yeah.
we're gonna do an interesting little social experiment here about
No.
about how two sets of words can mean the same thing, but one of them is good and the other not so. So, you're gonna tell me to have a good rest of my day.
Okay. Have a good rest of your day.
Enjoy the next 24 hours.
Oh. That's not okay.
It means the same thing you did. I'm just telling them to have a good rest of the day. Just, different. Social experimentation.
Over.
She says happy things. I say the same happy things in a much darker undertone. She says happy things. I say similarly pleasant things. She's happy she's leaving tomorrow. She's gonna escape. Friggin'. She's gonna go home tomorrow. Or, as I would like to say, she's going to escape back to her house.
Da, da, da.
Anyway, thank you for all the equipment you've provided to the branch campus, Chairman Arena. Elise has been such a big help, too. We really can't thank the RF company enough. Well, my daughter aside, the reports you've been sending us have been just as helpful. And Emma, I'd like to thank you for all the data you provided us on the Orbital staff. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Thank you for letting me use it. There really is a lot of talent here at this party tonight. If either of you have any complaints about the current positions, just let me know. I have positions at RF worthy of your talents prepared in an instant. That's so nice of you to offer, but I'm happy where I am right now. Yeah, making like 1/10 the money here at the school that I would be making working for the largest manufacturing company in the country.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yay! Yes, so am I. I don't even know what the fuck Emma does. All I know is she's just wandering around the country as a witch, trying to find Vita and figure out the world. Like, that doesn't pay the bills. That doesn't put that ugly ass hat on her head. Looks like she's still in recruitment mode. Please don't tell me I can talk to her or something. Yeah, I don't have to talk to her anymore. There's only 7 more groups of people.
Let's be off.
I don't want to beat off.
I said be. Let's be.
I don't want to be stroganoff.
Oh my god.
I don't even like stew.
God dang it.
Wow, so that was when you met Brigadier General Bart. That's when you and Brigadier General Bardius first met? I'm sure your little duel ended up wrecking everything around you for a whole Selge. Well, duels are an excellent way to deepen one's bonds. No. That is true, isn't it, Fee? Now that you mention it, I guess so, yeah. Taking a trip down memory lane, I see. Yes, we were listening for the Countess of Le Guin's tales from when she was a student. After the school year began, she took control of the fencing club and declared war on all the other clubs. But all the other clubs aren't combat clubs. She beat the swimming club in a swimming race, the chess club at chess. Any club that lost her had to join the fencing club. Finally, she challenged Brigadier General Bardius, the president of the riding club, to a jousting match. I don't even want to know where to start with that one. I didn't know Brigadier General Bardius went to Thors too. The match went on for 2 hours without a winner. It finally ended in a draw when we knocked each other off our horses simultaneously. It was at that moment that Wallace became an important person to me. He's my right-hand man and my comrade, a rival and a partner. As a fellow swordsman, I'm jealous of you. Having someone like that would be incredible. Someone who's a nemesis, but also a friend. I think I get it. Since we have the chance, I'd like to hear your stories too. I've wondered about Laura, but I'm sure your history is just as fascinating. Have you, by any chance, met the leader of the Red Constellation? Perhaps the War God, or maybe an S-rank bracer? I've seen the War God's successor, but I haven't met any of the S-rank bracers yet. Well, it's understandable. There are only a small handful of them on the entire continent, after all. They're really starting to get into the conversation now. I shouldn't be surprised that Aurelia already knew Laura, And I think she'll get along great with Fee, too. Okay, let's go to the beautiful count. This is the most beautiful group. It's just missing Elise, and then it'd be like Charlie's 4 angels, but Reen's 4 honeys. Honeys. They all have blonde hair, except for Muse and Elise. It's fine. They're both adorable. It's an honor to be able to speak with you, Your Highness. My name is Muse Egret. I apologize for not being able to meet with you before now. Well, that's not quite true. I remember you visiting the palace about 13 years ago when your parents were still alive. The two of us first met back then. It was then that you first met Alphen, too. I remember the two of you playing and laughing. I had no idea. Now that you mention it, I have a few fuzzy memories. I think I was about 4 at the time, so she must have been 3. At the time, I never could have guessed what was going to happen to your parents. These words may be far too late, but my heart goes out to you for your loss. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I guess this was the first time they were able to talk like this. But if her parents came to visit the palace, that must mean... Oh, we're losing more about Muse. Okay, let's talk to him again. Introducing yourself to the Empress, Muse? Well, yes. I've lived in Heimdall for some time now, but I never had the chance to speak with her. I'm glad I was able to put one of my regrets to rest. I'm sorry it took so long, Muse. Mother had actually been asking me to set up a meeting with you for a little while, but with everything that happened... I'm glad you two were finally able to speak, though. Thank you, Alphen. I guess Muse's circumstances are more complicated than I thought, but I'm glad to hear that she has the Empress and Princess Alphen looking out for her. Oh, so, Instructor Reen. Are there any truth to the rumors you'll be dancing with the princess later this evening? Yes, Reen, is there? I suppose Cedric has been planning for that, but... Well, I did ask before. I'm sure now it would be a bit difficult for you to accept, Reen. I explained things to Cedric, so everything should be fine now, and... is it still happening regardless? I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding, but... Reen told him about the conversation he'd had with Cedric earlier regarding the dance. He did what? Is he still going ahead with this behind my back? I suppose it's been set in stone little by little. I'm sure the two of you will look great together, but I can't help but feel a little jealous. And poor Elise. Yes, that's what's been bothering me most. Huh? What does Elise have to do with this? What? What?
They're so confused.
Anyway, Muse, please lend me your help. I'm sure this insidious mind of yours can come up with a plan. That's quite a way to ask for help, but I accept. After all, how could I say no to helping both Elise and my dearest instructor? They've gone off into their own little world. I should start mentally preparing for the dance.
No.
Like, poor Elise. What does she have to do with this?
And they're both like, huh? Huh?
Handsome as fire.
He's munch dumb.
He is so munch dumb. He's munch dumb's egg. Damn. Fucking munch dumb. I heard that Muse was one of your students. I'm truly happy that I was able to get a chance to speak with her. I'm not too familiar with everything that's happening over in Lemaire. I get the feeling she has some complicated circumstances there. I'm sure she'll be able to tell you all about it eventually, one way or another. We seem to be surrounded by so many tragic stories, such as Olivert's past. The way he lost his mother was truly heartbreaking. I've heard a few rumors, like how he was born a commoner. Yes, she was the one the Emperor was truly in love with. I remember it vividly. I was a humble maid back then. They lived far from Heimdall, and he was always trying to find ways to get her to live in the palace with him. Is it okay for me to be hearing about this? Oh, it's fine. Nearly everyone here at the palace knows already. However, after she passed, he accepted the throne and ended up choosing someone from a small noble family to be his wife. Me. So, I'm his silver medal. We went through some troubles, but eventually Oliver began living with us, and I was blessed with my daughter and son. His Majesty has given Alphen and Cedric his whole heart as their father. But... Oliver can't ascend the throne because he's not emperor. Like, he's not of full noble blood.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be discussing such things. And I think Gileath Osborne's playing a part in that too. Because Osborne and Oliver and fucking Oliver do not see eye to eye on, well, anything. No, it's fine. Prince Oliver is at the party. City Hall is hosting tonight, right? Yes, he's there representing the Imperial family. I hope things will begin to change for the better here in the palace. And for the Vander family, too. Yes, I hope for that, too. Oh my god, there's still 5 sets of people! That felt like I was talking to 4 sets already, just alone. Hey, you ugly men. Machias, Kurt, and Fritz, what are you 3 talking about? We're discussing chess. Would you care to join in? No. Ah, that makes sense now that I think about it. I had no idea Machias was also in chess club. To have entered that tournament, he must be really skilled. Oh, you were in a tournament? Yeah, there was an amateur chess tournament going on the other day. I happened to have the day off, so I figured it might be fun. But I ended up losing in the semifinals. Oh wow, even getting to the semifinals is impressive on its own. I agree. Even though it was for amateurs, the people who place high in those tournaments are often just as good as some pros. Would you mind telling us more about it? Sure thing. So, it was bottom of the 9th, and he had me pinned with his bishop and his rook. And I was like, oh shit. And I moved my pawn to e7. And then he brought his knight out to d12 or fucking some other fucking numbers that I can't remember the shape of the board. And it was then checkmate. Oh! Oh! Like an arrow to my little eternally virgin heart. For I am Machias. My name is Machias, and I'll never get a girl because my fucking name is Machias.
Oh my god. Leave him alone.
Look at him, he's dumb. It's always nice to see people bond over shared hobbies. We're all Erebonian men, but they're not talking about swords. It's very telling. They're not too much of men.
Stop. They don't even be talking about their weapons.
I didn't say they were going to be talking about their weapons. I said they were going to be talking about swords. Ah, now this is a fine pair. And look, Schmidt's here too.
Really?
Come on, you gotta admit, that's a fucking fine pair right there. What? Hello, you two. You seem like you're talking about something interesting. We're in the middle of discussing military technology in recent years. There's no stopping the march of progress. We've got weapons today that people couldn't have even dreamed of just a decade ago. That's true. Panzer Soldats, those colossal archaisms, even the railway cannons. Not to mention, certain countries almost have fully functioning orbital networks. Soon enough, we might get to the point where even us bracers will need to know how to use an orbital terminal. If you can't use an orbital terminal, then the future will be bleak for you. How do you mean? Technological advancements in recent years are due to the development of high-level orbital arithmetic logic units. The orbital network works to connect those. As more and more are linked, the possibilities become endless. This new technology is far more advanced than anything they've come before it. In fact, I'd go so far as to say we're living through a second orbital revolution. No kidding? If you're saying this is happening as we speak, then now this sounds like quite a fascinating little chat. Oh, Lecter. Hey there, Lecter. So there you are. Yeah, I was off doing a few patrols of the place. Seems like the palace is secure, though. Phew, all that walking really worked up an appetite. I'm about to be all over this buffet. By the time I'm done, it'll probably be all over me, too. Nice. With the way you act, no one would ever know you're a major. Oh yeah? How's progress on those Ramdas, Professor? Right, those were the battle ornaments the Calvardian agents were using. Don't be impatient. I've only just begun the analysis. From my first look at them, though, I can tell they're excellently made. Their most noteworthy quality so far is that they will only function when activated by their owners. Thus far, all we've gotten from our analysis has been reams of junk data. Well, maybe they use the unique kind of qualities each person's spirit as kind of a key. And a person's spirit is definitely something you can't just crank out a copy of. Could be they've got a completely secure system, probably called the Spirit Code or something like that. How? How do you know all this? I don't know a thing. I'm just pulling all this from the usual place. Those were all just guesses. You need to give logical explanations to support your hypotheses. Lecter was telling me about his intuition earlier today, but sheesh, these two. Yep, like a bucket of vinegar and a pile of baking soda. This will probably go on for a while, so let's just let them fight it out. I don't know if that's the best option. No, but it will be entertaining nonetheless. Ladies. Excuse me, are you Miss Elisa Reinford of the RF group? You're one of the members of the Class 7, right? The ones who saved Cedric's life in the Civil War? And now you're the director of the 4th Development Division? I saw the interview you had with the Imperial Chronicle. It was so inspiring. My name's Ada Grant. I'm from Class 1 at the Thor's main campus, and it's really an honor to meet you. Oh, that's really flattering. Thank you. I'm happy to meet you too, Ada. I think you might be overselling me a bit, though. There's no need to be modest, Elisa. You really are an incredible woman. Exactly. It's one of my goals to be even half as lovely and skilled as you are. Wow, well, from what I hear, you're pretty skilled already. You got second place in the midterm exams out of both Thor's campuses combined, right? Those are just grades. When I think about everything you and your class accomplished, scoring high on a test seems so insignificant. Nonsense. You shouldn't ever devalue your own hard work. I don't even know how the fuck that happened to my fucking thing.
I can't open it. You probably did the thing that you did.
No, I don't. It's gonna cut my hand.
Let me. No. Yeah. Stop doing the stupid thing.
You're the last one who drank it.
I didn't do it.
You did it.
I did not.
I watched.
I did not. You're trying to bamboozle me.
No, I'm trying to gaslight you. Oh, a little fire. You better be nicer, Charm. I won't be going home with you tomorrow. You don't even know where he's at, do you?
He's in the bag still.
Actually, no, he's not.
Why did you take him out?
First of all, the duffel's still in the car with the plushies.
Okay.
But he's not in there.
He is in there.
No.
I put him in there.
He's not in there. We will be back momentarily, y'all. Hey, maybe you should come work for me after you graduate. Just kidding. I'm not going to offer you a job.
You suck.
You do. Oh, I think you just stunned her into silence. Sorry, I still haven't decided what to do after I graduate. Don't stress over it. Just keep it in mind as one of your potential choices. I will. Thank you so much. It looks like Elisa's in recruitment mode too. Also, Ada seems to know a lot about Class 7. I wonder if that's the reason she enrolled at Thor's in the first place. Oh my god! Because of the restructuring of the main campus this year, we students are being strongly encouraged to get jobs with the military or government. I've been agonizing over what I should do even before I enrolled at Thor's. I actually considered going to St. Estrella at one point. You don't say. Yes, I knew Princess Alpha was attending the school and I thought I might be able to find a path to follow there. But then I heard about a heroic group of students from Thor's fighting in the Civil War. That's what led to my decision. I'm happy to hear we were able to inspire you like that to throw your life away. Now she can carry on the Thor spirit just like you did. I suppose no matter which school you ended up choosing, you would have been able to meet someone from the Imperial family. I almost wish we could have gone to school together. But, of course, we can still be friends now. I look forward to seeing more of you in the future, Ada. Yes, so do I. She may not be related to Instructor Reen by blood, but she is just as wonderful a person as he is. Is everything alright? No, I'm just thinking of how I'm going to steal you from your brother.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's nothing.
Bathroom thoughts. No, yes, sorry, it's nothing. He looks at me like you're still agonizing over what to do after graduation. No, something else. I'm happy to see the three of them getting along so well. Okay. 2 more squads. 2 more squads. There you are, Yuna and Altina, talking with Major Claire, I see. Instructor. Well, hello there. You've been bouncing between all the different chats the whole night, Instructor. Well, a chance to talk with all these different people doesn't come often. I need to make the most of it. I remember that Yuna knew Claire from before, but had you met her before the start of the year, Altina? Yes, she often looked after Milliam and me when we went on joint missions. We haven't had a good chance to talk with each other like this since back when I was still at the police academy. She really helped me out a lot back then. Oh, Yuna, it was nothing. What precisely did the Major help with? Or if you're comfortable sharing it with us, that is. Oh, well, it's old news by now, but it happened at the end of last year. After Lloyd was branded a criminal, I started protesting to the military police HQ. But the new head of the department was from Erebonia, and he revoked all academic credits I'd gained. For protesting? Could he even do that? Such actions were beyond his rights and unfounded. Precisely, I felt it was completely uncalled for, so I stepped in. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get all her units back. But we managed to get about half of them reinstated, and we reached an agreement where I'd be able to get the other half back by attending a different school. Now I see. So that's how you ended up at the branch campus. Correct. I thought it would benefit her more than simply retaking the same classes at the military police academy. I heard a new Class 7 was going to be formed, so I recommended her to the branch campus. Wow, I had no idea. I was pretty ticked off at the time, but now I feel like everything worked out for the best. If I'd continued on at the police academy and joined the military police, I probably would have been exploded from stress. But don't think this means I was happy to be in your class or anything, Becca. Oh yeah? That's a shame. But does this mean you're going to leave us once you get your units? Oh. Well, I can never leave you, Allie. After going through all that to get here, there's just no way I'm just going to up and leave you guys. There's so many things I want to do here now, and besides, I need to stick around to look after you, Allie. Yes, I like being petted. Oh.
It's my antenna. Stop it.
Well, I took a piece of it away.
No, I'm much dumb now. How dare you?
Duh.
You're such a jerk.
You said it.
You didn't have to be like that. You don't have to add to it that way.
I like math. I like to add. And maybe later tonight we can work on our multiply.
No.
Divide the legs.
No.
Subtract the condom.
No.
Add the baby.
No, not the baby.
And then our bills can get exponentially increased.
No.
And then we can both be a couple of parents. It sees. Well, as far as schoolwork is concerned, I'm the one who looks after you. Oof. Just murdered right there. I'm glad you found such a good place for yourself, Yuna. One more squad! It's the manliest men to ever manly men. Now that we're men, we cannot bother them Erebonian. Let's talk about our swords! But...
Oh, literally.
But,
Generals.
But...
Brigadier General.
But, Brigadier General Craig,
Craig.
we use spears. Ah, what is a spear but a stripper's sword?
Oh.
I didn't expect to get the chance to speak with you, Brigadier General. The Black Whirlwind of Sutherland himself. Last time I saw you was in the final battle of the Civil War. Good to see you again too, General. It was a real shame the Infernal Castle got in our way. I would have liked the chance to test myself against the legendary 4th Armored Division. It would have been an honor to even slow you down. Quit your joking. Between your prowess piloting a Panzer Soldat and your spear skills, you'd have done a lot more than slowed us down. Those Nord spear techniques are really something else. Are you trained in them as well by any chance? Why, yes I am. Though I hear the skills of Bardius' family are even more polished. It's thanks to my family having lived in Erebonia so long. We've incorporated certain aspects of the Imperial spear techniques into our style. We've got a bit of the Sliden style, the Vander style, and even a few techniques from the Eisenritter mixed in. I'm actually a little jealous of the pure Nord style you use. Well, to be honest, my style isn't completely Nord these days. All this talk of styles, I only ever trained in the 100 military combat they taught us at the military academy. But look at us, going on about our swords and how we've used them to fight.
Men fighting, yes.
Ah, if only
War.
if only my son used a sword. but he uses a fucking horrible staff like a bitch.
Oh.
And he attends the music academy now.
I was about to say, that's who that was. That's right.
I'd be so proud of him if I wasn't so disappointed in him.
Disappointed.
No. I'm jealous of the both of you for being able to discuss martial arts with such depth. You're a master of combat in your own way, General. Speaking of the military combat style, I hear it's been going through a number of changes lately to account for Panzer Soldats. I'm sure your right-hand man is quite the pilot. Neidhart? He's one of the best, of course, but he's too busy wooing my daughter. But even then, I doubt he'd be a match for you, Brigadier General. Maybe General Vandyck would be a better sparring partner. I think I'll leave him to Lady Aurelia. Looking at them now, you wouldn't know those two men on the battlefield at the end of the Civil War. Now that I think of it, Gaius is acquainted with both of them. He knows General Craig through Elliot, and from what I've heard, Gaius and Brigadier General Bardius were both taught by that one traveling priest. Yay! We talked to all of them.
Okay, we're done.
Alright, next time, everybody. I don't even know.
I don't know anymore.